We all make mistakes. Sometimes they're just little things like we left our phone at home and we gotta loop back around and go inside and grab it. Maybe we forgot like our car keys or something. But sometimes we mess up so badly that I don't think that it's necessarily considered an accident anymore. I would slide it into the term of a fuck up. Today we are doing the subreddit Today I Fucked Up.
As you can kind of hear, I'm still getting over the flu. So I'm sorry that I sound fucking disgusting and kind of look a little rough. But I'm out here. We both out here.
We are both out here. I got my Christmas tree up. I got my kind of like, I guess, festive sweater on.
Can't relate.
It's not really festive. It's just black.
Okay.
But it's like a sweater with like diamonds on it. Anyway,
okay,
sorry.
bougie.
Not actual diamonds, just like the shape of diamonds.
Oh.
Anyway.
Both of my TIFU stories are pretty funny and not safe for work. So it's going to be fun. Today I fucked up by assuming a blowjob had actual blowing of air.
No.
This is posted by user inevitable_ad1851. This was roughly 12 hours ago, and I am still experiencing anxiety to the point where coffee is no longer necessary to keep me awake. I've never been a social butterfly. I've been really trying. As of late, I installed a couple dating apps to try and get myself some more experience. I've never had casual sex before, and the partners I've been with in the past never really complained about my methods aside from too much teeth or not enough teeth. That's rough. I matched with a man roughly 2 miles from my community college, took an Uber over to his apartment with the promise of anime and a hookup. The poor man took a sick day off his job for this moment. I get to his place and sit on the bed. He puts some anime and we lay down. After an episode, we make out for a bit.
Though?
Things get spicy and he got hard. He asked me to blow him. I grew up pretty damn sheltered and have zero idea how to properly go down on a man. I gave the most questionably bizarre blowjob that included huffs of cold air in the nice 40 degrees.
Cold air? What the fuck? Do you have ice cubes in your mouth?
For real. In the nice 40-degree Fahrenheit room, along with making weird fart noises on his cock. I felt his erection gradually die and shrivel up back into hiding. I did not know what was going on. Now, this guy, he was fucking confused. He didn't
I bet. I'm confused.
He didn't question what I was doing until maybe 10 minutes in. His unforgettable
10 minutes?
Yeah, his unforgettable expression of, what the fuck is this chick doing, was pretty evident. I asked him why he wasn't getting any harder. I understood at that moment what I was doing / not doing. Fuck. I excused myself and decided to forego the fucking. I'm damn sure he felt the same way after
the fucking.
Yeah, after that altercation, as evident from the silence. I waited outside in the cold rain for an Uber home.
Oh yeah, man. Okay.
Man, it's hard out here.
Yeah.
Not for him, but.
So was she like just so embarrassed that she decided to leave?
Yep.
Okay. I understand.
No,
that.
100%. I would have too.
If I was in that position, though, I guess now because I'm older and more mature and don't like, if I was younger, I would probably be like also kind of embarrassed and awkward. And if she wanted to leave, I probably would have let her. But now I think I would try my best to make sure that, even though they were embarrassed, I would do my best to make sure, talk it through and, be like,
Yeah,
listen,
like-
that was odd. However,
Hey, so maybe
please
don't do that anymore.
Seriously, please don't beat yourself up over that. Like, you lived like a very, maybe they don't know that they were very sheltered. It was just a hookup.
They just met on Tinder.
It was anime hookup.
Or like a dating app. I don't think Tinder.
Yeah. That.
So they probably barely knew each other. And I imagine like meeting someone for the first time and you're like, oh, we gonna hook up. And then shit happens. And it's like, whoop. Yeah. More power to you. I can't do that though. But hey, power to you. Go crazy. Go stupid.
Go have fun.
Yeah, exactly. I personally have no experience with a beach. And I don't ever want to experience a beach.
I've often wondered what it... I shouldn't say that on the internet.
Try it.
I shouldn't say that on the internet. I shouldn't say it on the internet because now people are good. Oh, God.
Go try it, Daryl.
You know what? Maybe I will.
Good. As you should. Don't be afraid to try things. All of you. I personally don't have any tips for a beach. But the top comment, Hey, don't feel bad. The first hand job my girlfriend gave me in high school had a rough start too. I asked her if she could spin on my dick because there was some friction, but she thought I said spin it. So she started rolling my dick between her hands like she was making a snake out of Play-Doh.
Yes. Man.
And then OP replied, I've done some weird things with penises, even put my phone flashlight against someone's balls for the lava lamp effect.
Excuse me, what?
That's pretty fucking awesome. This OP sounds like a fun time. Okay, this next one. Next story. This one's a lot shorter. Title is Today I Fucked Up by Being Bad at Dirty Talk. Okay, I have no idea how to say this person's user. Surreptitious Zephyr?
Can you send it to me? I'm willing to bet that you actually got that all right.
Surreptitious? Surreptitious?
Surreptit?
Surreptit?
Surreptitious Zephyr, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, you got it. Good for you.
I can read sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
Dirty talk.
Dirty talk.
Now.
My 35 female boyfriend, 32 male, has mentioned he likes dirty talk, and while I'm no pro, I've learned a thing or two from reading smut. When I first started, I was a bit rough at it, but I think I've gotten better over time. Until last night. Happened in the last 24 hours, so kinda today? Well, we were getting intimate. I was whispering in his ear and saying some pretty intense stuff. He seemed super into it. I got too cocky and just started saying whatever came to mind.
Where were you on January 6, 2021?
Can you imagine? Which is a bad move, as I know that bitch can't be trusted. I had just finished saying some new additions to my dirty talk arsenal, and, seeing he was enjoying it, decided to go off script. You can... Sorry. You can fuck me in any hole. My mouth, my ass, my pussy. Call me Jesus Christ, because I'm so holy.
No fucking way! No fucking way! I would probably burst out laughing like I just did then.
No, yeah. He started laughing so hard he lost his erection. I felt kind of bad because I already got my O, but he did not. However, I started laughing too because it was just so ridiculous. We had a nice laugh, snuggled, and went to sleep.
That's fun, though.
We'll try again later, and I'll limit myself to a list. No deviating from the smut list.
That was amazing.
I know. I would have lost my shit in that moment.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it ended. That they both had a good laugh out of it. They cuddled for a little bit and then went to bed.
Yeah, that's wholesome as fuck. One of the top comments saying, "Worth sharing a good laugh is sometimes better than the release."
Those slip ups or those jokes every once in a while that just break some sort of tension or anything are honestly just a S tier.
10 out of 10. Would recommend. Laugh with your partner. It's crazy.
This one is posted by user I'm scared of dying.
Oh, me too.
Today I fucked up by buying my now ex a birthday present. This has been weighing heavy on the brain for a little while, and I just got to talk about it. At the beginning of the month, my partner had their birthday. For a full month, I had been trying to get them to tell me what they wanted for their birthday, and they kept saying they didn't know. They weren't sure. I can relate to that hard. I feel like I get people really good gifts, good thoughtful gifts, but when people ask me what I want, I just freeze. And I'm like, I don't want anything. And then it just turns into this whole no, you are getting something. Just, you're killing me. Just tell me what you want.
All right, Joker. Fucking sound like a Joker over there.
It wasn't until 3 days before their birthday that they told me what they wanted. They offhandedly mentioned that they wanted some clothing items and some jewelry from an online shop that they really liked. And I took that as an opportunity to look through it and buy some stuff. Now, I'm a bit of a romantic, so at the same time, as I was buying some clothes for them, I was scrolling through Twitter and saw a post from a gothic account that I follow about black roses. In my head, I instantly went, oh hey, cute. You know what? I know my partner likes roses. Let me go find some roses to buy for them for their birthday as well. And I looked up preserved rose on Amazon and bought it. I knew that the rose would arrive before the clothes, so I put the little message thing Amazon has for gifts. This is the prelude to your actual gift, and my love for you is unconditional. which is something I had told them the same day I had ordered the clothes. I didn't tell them that I bought them a rose, though, which is where the fuck-up comes into play. Just over a week ago, me and my partner got into an argument, a really bad one that required them to take a bit of time for themselves to think things over. I realized the day after that I had been the one in the wrong, so I promptly sent them an apology over text, wrong, and told them to take as much time as they needed to get back to me, and that I wanted to right the wrong I caused. I didn't hear back from them, which was fine. Is it? The next
Very
day
loud and incorrect buzzer.
Already said that.
The next day I went to work as normal, minus a good morning text. I didn't check my phone at all that day until I was coming home from work. I checked my email to look for my pay stub and made sure my boss paid me the correct amount that I saw an email from Amazon. Your package has been delivered, it read. I freaked out. They had definitely already seen it by the time I was off work, so I couldn't even warn them about the rose at all. And all I could do was hope that a package thief came along and took it before they actually got to it, because I know how that looks. The day I send my apology and admit my wrongdoings, a rose that you had no idea was bought shows up on your doorstep. I look like a creep.
Wait, what?
What do you mean? What? The him being a creep?
Why is that bad?
I don't know.
Okay.
or maybe because like the day he sends an apology and like admits that he did wrong, maybe he's just trying to butter her up. In his mind, he might think that if she sees the present after they've already had this like fight or whatever, he might be thinking, oh, she sees that rose. She might think that he's trying to, or maybe the black rose. I don't know, because like black roses are typically for funerals. You know what I mean?
Are they?
I feel like, I don't know, for goths, but I'm not necessarily sure. I associate black roses with death.
I like black roses.
I look like a creep. What didn't help was the fact that the company that sent the rose, or Amazon, or however the label system works, put the shipping date on the box instead of the order date, so it looks like it was ordered the day I sent the apology. My partner told my friends about what had happened, through tears, because in that moment, it straight up looks like I sent a love bomb to the door, an incredibly creepy act. My friends came...
Okay, sorry. All right, continue.
My friends came and talked to me about it, and I had to show them the Amazon order, my emails, and even my bank statements for that day for them to believe me that I didn't order that as an apology, and that note I sent with the gift is something that I said to my partner the day I bought the gift. They told me that my partner was terrified of me at the moment, and that I would have to stay away from them for a while.
Okay, what the fuck?
And my heart sank. I felt a knot in my stomach. If I had told them about the rose to begin with, this could have been avoided, but I wanted to be a romantic and surprise them, and it's ruined me. I haven't heard from them since. I haven't heard from them since, and I'm coming to the conclusion that whatever was between us is over. I can't wait to read the comments to this one. There's an edit, and it's long.
Okay.
Edit. A lot of people are questioning if there's anything more to the story for my partner to be terrified, so I'll give a little bit of context regarding the argument we had. That would have been great in the original story.
That would have been fantastic.
This argument was the first actual argument we had. We've had sit-down talks about our relationship and how to better it in the past, but this was the first argument. And that's like, you gotta get through that. My partner posts on social media a lot, and like, not only a good partner, but a good friend. I like, comment, repost all of their stuff because I want to help with engagement.
Okay.
It's something I told them I'd do, and something they were happy with me doing. I had noticed on one of their most recent posts that a lot of the comments already placed on the post weren't showing up for me. I figured it may just be private accounts, but when I checked another post, it was the same thing. I got confused. Now I have two accounts on social media. One is my main and one is my spam. I logged into my spam, and sure enough, I could see the comments that I couldn't see before in my main. All of them were their friends. When I checked back on my main account, I found out I was blocked by a good amount of my partner's friends, and I got confused.
Okay.
I don't interact with their friends, so I found it odd that they'd all have me blocked. I made a connection, though, to a conversation that me and my partner had a few days before I found that out. They were talking to one of their friends over a text about a guy friend that had been seeing, and the guy troubles that came along with it.
What?
They were talking to one of their friends over text about a guy their friend had been seeing. Oh! In my head, I made the connection that if they had all blocked me a few days after that talk, that I had just been shit-talked in that conversation as well. I asked my partner about it through a veiled question just to gauge how they would react. Then asked more directly the second time when they didn't acknowledge it. Then I asked straight up if they had been shit-talking me to their friends. This turned into an argument, one that would just get more and more heated as time went on. I was extremely volatile during the argument, saying many things I didn't actually mean just because I was mad and upset and hurt. Always got to be careful with that. They ended up leaving because the argument was getting too much for them, and the next day I sent my apology when I realized I was way out of line and my reaction didn't need to be that volatile.
I can see if you were very aggressive and like you kind of blew up on your partner that like, hey, that's kind of weird. But I feel like people learned the term love bombing and then just kind of ran with it and just started anything that they can to try to relate it to love bombing.
Same thing with the term gaslighting.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I just think their partner is being really weird. Because you send a rose.
I bought this road for you, babe. Please accept my apology. I left the sign blank. You can name it whatever you want.
Like you send a rose and then your partner is terrified of you. What's happening? Like what the fuck?
Maybe their friends were like, listen, this is a red flag. You need to drop this mother effer because he is love bombing you.
I also think it's weird that her friends just their friends just randomly blocked OP.
Which makes me think they all got into a group chat and have been discussing this and that they are extremely cliquey, you know?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because it's like, why do you care that much? Like, I understand caring about your friend and whatnot, but like, why do you care so much that you're going to go on social media and just block that person?
Like, that's weird. I can't remember the last time I've ever blocked someone.
Me too.
Like, I don't think I've ever blocked someone. That is like...
I mean, actually, no, I do know the last time I blocked someone, but they kind of deserved it.
Okay. I just feel like it's never that serious. Like,
it usually isn't that serious.
Like, I've been blocked by, like, partners' exes, and I'm like, I've never spoken to you before. Like, what's happening? Like,
I've been blocked by streamers that I've never met before.
That's so weird. It's
like,
so
what the
weird.
fuck? And it's fine because like streamers are like the equivalent of people that never graduated from middle school. So
streamers, get a life.
Unless you're streamers that are friends with us, you guys are cool.
Yeah, I have a select like 5 people.
It's like T-Mobile. Who are in your who's in your top who's in your circle?
Yeah, or MySpace, like your top
or MySpace. Yeah.
What was that? Top friends?
Top spaces.
Top My's? What is that?
So yeah, I don't think that this is number one. This is not love bombing.
No. To send a rose? One?
It's like CM Punk getting fired on his wedding day. Just a horrible misunderstanding.
Yeah, like I just the timing, yeah, I guess is weird, but I don't think it was that serious, my man. Granted, I don't know what you said to your partner when you were angry, so you could have said some fucked up shit.
I've never bought someone flowers as an apology. Granted, they never did this as an apology to begin with, but I just like, why does she think it's so weird? I don't know. Top comment here. Love bombing is when you constantly manipulate situations, gaslight your partner, treat them like shit, then buy them a bunch of I'm sorry gifts. Love bombing is not getting into a fight, realizing you fucked up, apologizing, and buying flowers to make up for it, in parentheses, as it looked. That's just an apology. What the fuck? Edit. Honestly, if they're like this, you're probably better off without them. This feels like a massive bright red flag waving in your face. Also, you know, if you get into a relationship or you start dating someone and, you know, you just give all your time and attention to them and are like constantly like texting them or like sending them gifts or like anything like that that's just like overbearing.
Yeah, it has to be like excessive to be considered love bombing. I was confused.
She's terrified.
Huh? He sent me a rose. I'm so scared. But also, like, we don't know what OP said to them.
Yeah.
So he could have said some fucked up shit. We might be missing some context, but from what we're seeing and the context we have like is doesn't
It's
seem
being
that
blown
serious.
out of proportion by the now ex.
Yeah.
So good for you, buddy.
Good for you, buddy. Maybe you dodged a bullet, actually.
Yeah. Rare W for males.
Oh, God. Uncommon W?
Uncommon W. This next one was posted by user Nate Dubs 1. Today I fucked up by getting a boner and falling asleep in the middle of class. Unlike the majority of the posts on this subreddit, this actually happened today, a few hours ago. There are a few things you're going to need about me that are crucial to what happened. For one thing, I, despite being a perfectly healthy 17-year-old man...
Oh, God.
Can I read this? I, despite being an otherwise perfectly healthy 17-year-old male, abnormally frequently feel to urge pee about every 2 hours. This phenomenon actually developed only a few years ago. This phenomenon actually developed only a few years ago, and I still don't know where it came from, considering the fact that I previously had the ability to hold it in for extremely long periods of time. Don't
That's
hold
not
in your
good.
peas, guys. Don't hold in your peas.
Fuck up your kidneys.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes only having to go about 3 or 4 times a day. I also have a tendency to get boners while attempting to hold in pee because for some reason, my stupid ass hypothalamus can't tell the difference between pee and cum, preparing to exit through my urethra. Please let me know in the comments if anyone else experiences this phenomenon.
Yeah, all the time.
When my penis just gets engorged with urine, it can't tell the difference, you know? Anyway, another crucial detail about me is that I'm extremely sleep deprived at the moment. Due to the fact that I am applying early action to the majority of my potential future colleges in order to maximize my chances of getting accepted, I have to write more than 10 supplemental essays that are all due on the first day of November. Oh, God. On top of that, I am taking 6 AP classes this year.
Oof.
Which all give me crushing quantities of daily homework to show off the universities how vigorous my coursework is. All right, first off, that's really fucked up that I hate that about college application processes that, just the amount of work that has to go into it, the amount of killing yourself that has to go into it just to end up in debt for the rest of your life. Not worth it, in my opinion. So, I usually don't end up getting much more than 4 hours of nightly sleep due to just how busy I am.
That sucks.
Anyway, today during English class, I felt the urge to pee despite literally going only 2 periods prior. I couldn't actually go to the bathroom, however, until a classmate returned. My school has this rule where students need to have a pass to use the bathroom as proof of teacher permission, and my English classroom only has 2 passes, both of which were being used at the time. Did you need to use bathroom passes when you were in school? I never had to.
Certain classes, like other classes, they were just like, all right, go.
Students need to have a pass to use the bathroom as proof of teacher permission, and my English classroom only has 2 passes, both of which were being used at the time. As a result, my body, as it almost does under these circumstances... Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Because it almost does.
Yeah, as it almost always does. As a result, my body, as it almost always does under these circumstances, started to non-consensually accumulate streams of blood within my Johnson over the course of the next 5 minutes. When one of my classmates finally came back and I left the desk to go to the bathroom, I heard girls sitting on one side of the room start giggling as I walked to the front of the classroom and out the door. I attempted to play it cool and pretended like I was completely unaware of the stiffy that was likely noticeable poking through my pants at the moment.
Oh.
After I exited the classroom, I looked down in horror as I realized that the bulge of the great...
Oh?
I looked down in horror as I realized that a bulge the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza had been sticking out of the front of my shorts the entire time.
Oh.
Toward the end of that dreadful period, while me and my classmates were waiting in line behind the door for the bell to ring, I practically had a heart attack when I heard a guy behind me say, "I kid you not, hey, can I touch it?" I awkwardly moved toward the other side of the 2-lane line without saying a word as I realized that he was thankfully just referring to the recycling bin that I was previously standing behind while he was attempting to throw out his empty soda.
Huh?
Why would you say, "Hey, can I touch it?" if you need to throw...
Okay.
This is made up.
Hey, can I touch it? What?
This is made up. This
Who
is made up.
says that?
Later, during math class, I was feeling, as usual, relatively tired due to my aforementioned lack of sleep, as well as the fact that it was the second to last period of the day. I had actually briefly fallen asleep and woken in that class a few times before, but no one actually noticed, as far as I know, due to the fact that it usually occurred while the class was going over the answers to practice problems, and my classmates either assumed I was analyzing my work while my half-opened eyes sleepily stared down at my notebook, or didn't notice since they were analyzing their own. Today, however, was different. As the class was going over yesterday's homework questions, my friend, we'll call him Sean, was writing his work for one of the questions down on the whiteboard behind me at the request of my teacher, who was projecting the answer key on the whiteboard in front of me. I turned around to look at what my friend had written on the whiteboard and got mentally stuck on one of the equations. I ended up drifting off to sleep as I was attempting to think that... What?
You ever think so hard you fall asleep?
Yeah, I've fallen asleep in class trying to concentrate before.
I've never fallen asleep in class.
I ended up drifting off to sleep as I was attempting to think what that equation was conveying, but this time my neck and back were rotated about 135 degrees to my left since I was viewing what was written on the whiteboard behind me when I lost consciousness, so the entire class had the ability to see my crooked, yet abnormally motionless posture and half-closed eyes. That sounds terrifying to look at. Like, imagine you're just working on stuff, you look over, and your classmate is just, like, half dead on their... Sean, who was in fact aware of my sleep issues, ended up having to poke me to wake me up, and the first thing I thought I saw was about a dozen pairs of eyes staring at me in confusion. I have absolutely no idea how long I was out for, and no, I did not bother to ask anyone. To me, it had actually felt like it was less than 10 seconds, but I seriously doubt my borderline dysfunctional brain has the ability to obtain such an accurate estimate.
This kid has got some issues.
Yeah, luckily for me, 5 minutes later, a hall monitor entered the classroom and informed my teacher that someone had forgotten to bring one of the room's bathroom passes back, so my classmates briefly started whispering to each other to discuss who they thought had the capacity to make such a dumb mistake. So that temporarily redirected the embarrassment from me. Unluckily for me, however, on my way to my final period, I overheard one of my other classmates from my math class talking to his friend about me falling asleep. This means that unlike the boner incident from my English class, I have actually explicit confirmation that someone noticed me sleeping in my math class. I guess the moral of the story is to always have a daily bathroom schedule and to invest in some emergency caffeinated drinks if necessary.
That was long.
That was really long and kind of uneventful. I don't know why I read this one.
If he can't control... He didn't even say if he was, like, super hydrated or, like, he drinks a lot of drinks or whatever the fuck, that he has to, like, pee a lot. That's an issue.
Oh, God. Comment. Should have read the TLDR. That was boring as fuck. I feel like I should read another one just to make up for this one. It did not go the way that I thought it was, and I'm usually good at vetting these posts.
Yeah, I feel like he was just kind of talking so much about nothing. I think you should see a doctor, kid. Get your prostate checked.
Get your prostate checked?
Because he has
17
to pee a lot.
years old.
It's usually an issue with your prostate.
Maybe his bladder's just a little small.
Maybe he has a bitch bladder.
All right, so here's a bonus one because that one sucked. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that one in. If it did... all right, this one is posted by user DarkKnight098. Today I fucked up by calling my dick a pee-pee and turning my wife off.
Okay.
My wife, 30 female, loves the way I, 34 male, smell after I shower. She tells me this all, so this is nothing new. What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Tells me this all the time.
After we got off work today, I helped her make dinner because she was too tired. This is normally her responsibility in the household, as she is a chef and I am not. She was really thankful after eating and laying on me and got turned on. I fed into it and started dirty talking her, skipping the rest of that part. We're on the couch, touching each other, preparing to get in the main course. She whispered, "I want something." So... she whispered, "I want something."
I want something.
And with the seriousness of, I'm not gonna like say it like seductively in this call because that's weird.
You don't have to just be like, "I want something." Like.
So I look into her eyes and with the seriousness of a king addressing his troops, say, "Do you want my pee-pee?"
Oh my god.
She recoiled in disgust and said to forget it. This happened 2 weeks ago, and she's still refusing to do anything sexual with me. I'm getting desperate. I don't see how what I did was that bad. Any advice on how to fix my mistake would be appreciated. Yeah, don't say that. Remove that from your lexicon.
Pee-pee is a crazy way to refer to your pee-pee.
I love how you just referred to it as that. Oh my god. Edit. His name is Vladimir, not Mr. Winky.
What? Vladimir? Mr. Winky?
Yeah, Vladimir, he needs something that like strikes fear into the heart of like
his wife. That's insane. But for her to be like 2 weeks, I can't even look at you. For saying pee-pee?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if his wife never has sex with him again.
Some people need to get a sense of humor.
Earlier when we were talking about like, it's nice to have those moments when you're having sex with your partner, to have that release, that laughter and stuff like that. This does not apply.
Oh, I think this is funny. Like if like I was straight and my partner was like, "You want my pee-pee?" I would laugh really hard and then just continue. Like what?
I don't know about that one. Maybe it would.
Are you
that
honestly,
boring? It would. Am I that boring?
Are you that boring?
Like, no, I am not. I don't think I am. I hope not.
So,
like how I just retreated in on myself.
So like if let's say you were a woman or you were gay and your partner said, "Hey, you want my pee-pee?" in like a funny, like a little moment.
So here's the thing. When I hear pee-pee, I think of someone talking to their child. That's like a baby term for a penis. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, I can see that. I don't know.
I mean, good for you for having the wherewithal to, still continue. I don't know how I would react in that situation. Maybe I would continue, maybe I wouldn't.
I think 2 weeks is a little excessive to be like, no. Like,
no.
All of these fucking...
2 weeks. I can come around on that. 2 weeks is really 2 weeks is really excessive. I was being a little extra when I said I would be surprised if he never had sex with his wife again.
I just think all these stories not that serious. He made a little joke, like, "You need my pee-pee?" Like, okay, and move on. Like, especially if y'all are married, like, he felt comfortable. He feels comfortable around you to make a joke.
I would maybe just chill on calling it anything for a bit.
Yeah. I feel like I would be more mad if he referred to it as Vladimir in front of me. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like,
you named your penis after a dictator? What the fuck?
Like, what? Vladimir the Impaler?
Vlad the Impale Her. We'll see you next week, everyone. Yeah, so that was today. I fucked up. If you guys want more of this particular subreddit, let us know. If you don't want any more of this particular subreddit, scream it from the rooftops.
Please, please, please do. All right, that was it. Thanks, guys.
Bye.